Okay everyone, here we are at the workshop. Today, not a tool review, it's actually an unboxing. Maybe a little bit of a kit review of something which I got hold of probably a couple of weeks ago actually, and it's just having the time to make the video. So, what am I talking about? Let me just reach for it because it is quite a substantial box. It's this guy. As you say, very good packaging for this one from Revell. It's the Trabant, and I wanted to build a Trabant for some time. To be honest, there's a few versions been knocking around for a few years, and I wasn't aware that actually it's the 60th anniversary of this particular vehicle. So it seemed to be a good opportunity to get hold of this kit. To maybe fulfill that ambition to build a Trabant. But when I saw this, I thought, wow, that's quite impressive. So let's get hold of one of these. Let's have a look at the box. Let's say it's 124 scale, 136 parts, 14.9 centimeters in length. So it's a substantial kit. Again, it's what they call the exclusive edition, not a limited edition. It's an exclusive edition, and what that means is you get a book inside the box itself with some history, and I imagine it's also the instructions. So let's have a look at the rest of the side. I think which is practical for this stuff. That gives you a little bit about the actual kit itself, the Trabant 601. On this side we get some information about the actual build itself, including some engine detail, which kind of attracted me a little bit to that, because I do like to detail my engines if it's at all possible. Next side, again, a little bit more information about the actual kit itself. As you can see, this one is a level 4, and on the other side is the usual stuff about warnings for the youngsters out there. Now let's get this out of the box. I think it's yes, it is. It's a clamshell design. So I'm going to try and open this if I can do the whole thing on camera and still get the box in. So let me tip it slightly so you can see what's actually in the box. And as you can see, packaging again, very interesting. I think they've really gone to town with this, and they said the book is front and center, and the parts are actually underneath. So let me just put that down for a sec, and let me get some of all of this out. So the book's there. You get this, which supported the book, and then let me lift out all of the other parts. And then what I'll do is I'll go through each of these in turn, and then you guys can actually see if you do fancy picking one of these up yourself. Let me put the clamshell box back together, and I will use that as a bit of a background. Right. So let's put all these guys over here. We don't need that packaging. Let's put that out of the way. Right, so let's have a look at this this book. So it's in German and in English, of course. As I say, that's the back. Let's have a quick flick through. So yeah, so they talk about various types of Trabant. So it's basically the history of the whole thing. The Trabant, the new 601, 27 years of the Trabant 601 models and model upgrades. 4-stroke finale, the Trabant 1.1, Trabant in motorsport. It says here the legend is still alive. Technical detail and production figures, and no brick in the wall. So let's just see if I can flick this through for you, just to have a quick look at this. I say it's quite impressive. If you're into you're really into sort of automotive history, they've really gone to town with this in this exclusive edition. So it really does give you the history of the whole range. Let me things like that. Engine detail. So everything is in dual language, which is very impressive. Production line, how it was used actually by owners. As you get closer to, I guess, the Trabant we know, there's a bit of a history timeline there, which is quite nice. Some more images. Some on the engine itself, when it's been used as a recreational vehicle, and also for for many craftsmen as a sort of early pickup truck when it was modified. Lots more in motorsport as well. Some guys actually turn that into, not quite sure what that is, if that's supposed to be some kind of shed on top of a Trabant. That's very interesting. As we go through a bit more motorsport and more detail on the interior. Oh, and also the various iterations of the Trabant as Revell has moved through the times. As I say, I looked at a few of these to choose which one I'd like. As I say, I didn't know it was the 6th anniversary, and so here we are with this excuse me, with this particular kit. Right, so that's the book you get, which is very interesting, well researched, I think. So it'll be quite interesting to read that as I do the build. Now, let's have a look at the actual kit itself. Right, let me have a look at the main part itself. Let's see if it's up to the usual standards for Revell, and I can report it absolutely is. Let me just bring that a little bit closer to the camera for you. Lots of detail there, as you can see. Full set of tyres. Yep. Now let's have a look at instructions next. Let's do that before we actually look at some parts. I'm assuming that's the decal sheet. Yes, it is. That's very nice indeed. Let me just show you that. So some metallicized decals on the top there, which is very nice indeed. Let's put the cover on those to keep those in good condition. This is a little bit about do's and don'ts when you're model making. I think many of us probably know much of that. And again, pretty standard instruction set for Revell. Let me just show you a page or two. Let's do it that way. I'm trying to bounce some light off of this guy. Much more detail there on the engine, which I may take even further if I feel it needs some extra detail. So I'll do some research, as I usually do, and see if there's any parts that are missing or anything that can be enhanced. Because I do like to do that with engines. As we go through, and then I'm going to show you the paint guide on the end there. That's the 6th anniversary Trabant 601 indeed. So that's the instruction set. Let me get a few of these out of their bags for a closer inspection. Let me get this one out, as that's got the chassis. Which has lots of detail, which I was expecting. So are the wheel hubs actually, which is very nice to see. Let me bring that a bit closer to the camera for you guys. That should still be in focus, as you can see. Very clean, as you'd expect from Revell. Total absence of any kind of flash on there, and lots of detail, particularly here, for instance. That's very nice to see. What else is in there? That's the wheels, etc. So let's have a look at this guy, which has got the clear parts and also some of the interior. Let me find the sticky tape. Get this off. Right, so let's have a look at what's in this one. So that's lots of clear parts. Let me again find some sticky tape without damaging these guys. I can feel something rattling, so I think something's come off the sprue. which is the windscreen, which is probably me, as in my infinite wisdom I managed to drop this from a fairly large height when I was trying to move it, but I think everything's survived. Let me just put those down there. Let me just show you the sprue itself. That's the clear parts again. Very nice piece of modelling there. I can't see any issues with that. Many of you have kind of seen my other videos. Would I like this guy? Not sure. I've been thinking about that for a while. If I was going to put it into some kind of diorama, and I was thinking, could I light this as well? And having seen how the lighting is actually on the car itself, and then these clear parts, it is shouting, light me, light me. So I may actually do that. I think that might be another one of my lighting projects. So let's have a look at some of the seats. The seats are very nice. I'm going to try and pick out those details. Look at the detail on the seats there. That's very nice indeed. Maybe I can give some kind of texture on there, which is very nice. And this one's also got the dashboard, which you can make out just there. Again, lots of detail to go with the decals. Very nice indeed. Oh, little bit of flashing there. So yes, on that part, which I've just noticed, but generally, 99% of these are absolutely fine. Very well defined. A little bit on those parts, whatever they are. Yeah, tiny bit, but nothing you're going to worry about at all. This one. Let's have a look at this one. Yep, that's got some of the that's got the grille detail, which is very nice indeed. As you can see, and yes, this is the one I was really looking to look at, the engine detail. Let's see what they've done with this guy, particularly the engine block itself, which is always the starting point for any kind of detail. But yes, very, very nice indeed. Again, tiny bit of flashing on one of the parts, but not anything excessive at all. That's look at the engine, being the engine block there, and some more over here. Oh, look at that one there. That's quite impressive. It's quite impressive as well, which is very nice. So yes, that's quite impressive. I say it's this one's level 4, which I kind of tend to gravitate towards, because you tend to get more parts, and you get more options, etc. for improving these kits, particularly the engines. But that's a very nice kit. As I said, been looking around for a Trabant for a while. As I showed you in the book, there's been a few from good old Revell. And as I said, I didn't know it was the 60th anniversary, and this one popped up on one of my web searches, and I thought, well, it seems to be a very good opportunity to do that kit, which is why this one is on my bench. So it's going to go into a very large pile. I'm recording this oddly enough on Christmas Eve. So this one may be I'll start this build maybe next week potentially, but it does go into a very large pile of other things which I'm trying to get finished, including the Ecto one, which I've just had to repaint again. I've now stripped that paint off the main body twice now, as I managed to completely ruin the paint effect twice by being a little bit too rushing it, trying to get too much paint on too quickly, and I got lots and lots of paint run. So again, I had to strip the whole thing off again and start again, but I'll get it right eventually, and that will be on the channel at some point. But yeah, if you fancy a crack at a Trabant, this might give you the push to get hold of a kit. As I said, there's various versions of this around, but if you also fancied a look at the history of the car itself, that's a very nice book they put together for the history. But really looking forward to putting this one together. That's how I've been thinking about it for a while. And well, seems to be a very good excuse. So now, as as always, I just have to find the time to actually start this this kit. But I think it may be moving slightly higher in the pile, because I do fancy getting this one together, and I think it's probably going to get lit on its. I think it may be a small diorama as well. Might be a good idea. So that's the 60th anniversary of the Trabant. It's a 601, so it's 124 scale. You get 136 parts, and when it's finished, it is 14.9 centimeters long. Lots of extras, I think, you could put on this. So great history in the book that they give you. Superb packaging. So if you do fancy it, this might be the one for you. As always, if you want to come back to me for anything specific you'd like to know about the kit before you buy it for one for yourself, do get in touch. Emails the usual way. I know many of you do try to call me, and often I simply can't pick the call up because I'm usually recording either a podcast or a webinar for my day job. For many of you don't know, I'm a tech journalist in my sort of my day job. The store is a sort of an extra which I do as a sort of secondary business. So often, if you do call me, I'm probably on another call, or I'm recording a webinar or a podcast for a client. So in the tech space. Apologies for that if you've tried several times to reach me in person. I do try and pick up as many as possible, but really email is probably the best way of reaching me. I do see all of those messages when they drop in. So Trabant 601 for the 6th anniversary. So, as usual, any questions, any queries, do come back to me, and of course, keep on modelling.